Welcome back to Stonebrook. Since the last episode, a bit of work has happened off camera. Not to skip over anything important, but to keep this series moving forward. Our original fenceless pasture looked ideal at first, but it quickly became clear it wouldn't support slurry or manure storage. And if animals are staying on this farm, those nutrients are part of the plan. So rather than drag that process out on screen, we made the call to reset things properly. The original pasture has been replaced with a MissyB alternative at almost the same cost. Yes, we took a small hit laying fencing twice, but now the pasture integrates fully with manure and slurry systems, which makes it work long-term and allow us to take advantage of the fertilizing properties. Sometimes progress means fixing things quietly and getting back to work. Let's get cracking and take a look. Welcome folks back to the channel and our Stonebrook series. Here we are in part 2 of our Feet on the Ground episode, and since we left you last, we've remedied our previous error and have taken out 2 further contracts to help with the finances. A liming contract on field 28 and a harvesting contract on field 29. We will check in on these later as they are nearing completion. Our 2 primary tasks in this episode are 1. Getting the necessary feedstuffs to our new cow pasture, and 2. Cultivating field 34, preparing it for its next growth of soybeans. We will also pick up a few other small pieces of equipment necessary to keep all elements ticking along. Let's get started. With the liming contract just finishing and the harvest contract still ongoing in the background, this will help with the next part, as we send both semi-trucks and the telehandler down to the shop pickup area. We will pick up a liquid transport trailer to supply the soybean factory, some bales for feed as we don't have any grass fields as of yet, a bale spike and straw blower to help with feeding the cattle, something we will continue to use throughout the series. Let's get this all down to the new pasture and take a look. Well, here we are at our new cow barn. We've kept the same number of animals, so let's get all this prepped and ready to feed them. And here, as mentioned from the previous video, we are using NX Modding's Animal Feed Calculator mod. Big shout out again. This will allow us to keep a clear indication on how much foodstuffs we will need in the husbandry and how long we will have with what we have added. Looking at the barn right away, we have 50 head here, and it will take just over 11,000 litres a month to keep them fed. Let's get what we've just purchased added and see how we get on. Now using NX Modding's mod, we can see that we have a 3.5-month supply for the cattle here. That will be grand starting out, but once offspring come along, that number will increase. Or decrease, depending on how you look at it. What's great about it is that it appears clearly when you open the Animal tab from the menu, simply telling us how much we have and when we will need more. Be sure to check out this mod, and their others, from their GitHub link in the description below. Now that the cattle are fed for the foreseeable future, we can get the low loader back to the yard. As for the telehandler, may as well keep it here, but may need to provide some shelter for it at a later stage. Checking in on the harvesting, we can see it's almost complete, and we meet the tractor having tipped its first payload to the silo. Now with that harvesting contract in the bag and a little more cash in the bank, let's get field 34 cultivated and prepared for a fresh crop of soybeans. hindsight, the length of time it's taken to cultivate this field, our cultivators aren't big enough. We may upgrade these for next season. And here's why you have to have equipment on the inner courseplay track set off first. Let's get them back on course and job complete. Cultivating complete. We'll get the equipment back to the yard and ready for their next jobs. We have one final job to do. Using the new liquid tanker, we will supply the soybean factory and see that production is underway. We need Stonebrook to start earning its keep. Although the quantities in the production chain are still low, we will concentrate on the smoothies initially, as they have the highest return. Hopefully in the next episode, we may be able to sell some of this produce, albeit not at the highest possible price. That small setback with the pasture wasn't free, but it was cheaper than building something we'd outgrow. This farm isn't about shortcuts. It's about decisions that still make sense a year from now. This is where we'd love your input. How would you handle grass for a mixed farm like this? Permanent fields, rotations, or something in between? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. It genuinely shapes where this series goes next. Stonebrook is back on solid ground. The systems are starting to connect, and next episode, we decide how far this livestock path really goes. Okay folks, thanks for joining us in this episode. Don't forget to click the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and leave a comment if there is anything you'd like to see in this series. Until the next time, take care.